TV.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Car Evans, and I am here today for Derek. I'm the host of Fitness Faction right here every morning on Rogers TV, and we are in front of an amazing spread with the beautiful Miriam Pearl.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Owner and recipe creator of Delicious Without Gluten.
Absolutely.
Excellent. So what are we doing here today?
So we have the holiday called Purim that's coming up next Saturday. It's Saturday night and Sunday. It's always 2 days. And in Purim, we make hamantaschen because, every holiday we have food. And hamantaschens actually are from two separate words. Haman, which is the villain in the story.
Okay.
This is like in Persian times. So there was Queen Esther who was able to tell the king about a conspiracy, and then there was a war, and of course they won, the Jews won, and they were all happy and dancing and had this masquerade, which is why we actually dress up for Purim. But then we also give what's called mishloach manot, which is why I have a basket there, which is like giving presents to people. And what they do is they make these hamantaschens, and they bake them and they give them out to friends, but also for charity, because part of the religion is about gratitude and giving to the poor. So we have these hamantaschens. So Haman we know. Haman also is the root word for mun, which is poppy seed, which is originally how it was made, with poppy seeds, which I'll show you soon. Also, taschen is a pocket. So there was this pocket-filled pastry that was made, and it's the Yiddish word, it's like a German word, and we kept it to this day, and we make these beautiful hamantaschens. Normally, like I said, it was made out of poppy seeds, and then there's also prunes that they were made out of. Mm-hmm. This is the puff pastry. Actually, we'll discuss this on the second one.
That's exactly why we didn't do it the first time.
And that's because originally, anyway, I'll tell the story in the second half.
Okay.
So I want to get going because I have, at Delicious Without Gluten, we actually sell these hamantaschens, and I have the recipes online so that you can all make them at home, because there's nothing better than baking at home with the family.
And we're going to make these
project
today.
Yes, and we have 3 different kinds. On the website, you'll see the recipes. There's one called orange dough. And the orange dough can be made without the orange part, and it tells you how to just take out the orange and put it for vanilla. And so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to use the orange one. We also have a chocolate dough.
Excellent.
So I'm going to put a little bit of all-purpose gluten-free flour, because of course I want everyone to be able to eat this.
Yes.
And we're gonna roll it out, okay? And people go, how thick do you have to roll them out? And I'm like, well, it depends. Do you like more cookie or do you like more filling? Okay. So I'm just gonna roll them out the way that I like them. I like a little bit of cookie, but I don't like them too thin.
So this is the regular dough?
This is the regular white dough.
Okay.
The chocolate dough is a cream cheese. Dough. So that's actually good. And this actually has icing sugar. It's sort of like a sablé.
Okay. A sablé?
Yes.
Okay.
Fancy words. So you can either use the top of a cup or a cookie cutter. I have different forms. I like to use a 3-inch.
Okay, traditionally round.
Yes, because you're going to make a triangle now.
Okay.
And basically you just make your circles, and then we'll show you how to do it. So I'm going to take some water.
Okay.
And we're going to put a little water on each one to make sure that they stick when we actually make them. So I'm just going to do a few. I have 3 fillings here. I'll give this one to you. This is the chocolate.
Do I get to do a filling?
Yes, I would like you to do it. I'll do the prune and apricot, and you can do the chocolate because you said you like chocolate.
I love chocolate.
And basically in the center of each one, so you can do one as well, you're going to pour a little bit just by...
just a little squeeze.
Squeeze more, more, because I want more. Yes,
Like this?
perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so basically you squeeze it in the center, and listen, you don't have to use a piping bag, and you'd use a Ziploc bag or whatever kind of zipper bag.
Right.
But you can also just use 2 spoons and place it in the center. So when we do all of this work, we cut away all the excess dough.
Yes.
Okay, and then we can reuse that. And I'm gonna show you how to do this. So you can pick up yours.
Grab mine here.
Yes.
Okay.
And basically you can put your thumbs like this.
Did I overfill it?
No, it's okay, don't worry.
Okay.
You're gonna take your 2 fingers over here, and you're gonna pinch one corner.
Okay.
And then these 2 on this side.
Okay.
You see? It's a triangle.
I think I did
So now
it
you'll
right.
put it down,
Yep.
and you'll try to pinch the sides to make sure it doesn't come out.
Okay.
And you are done.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine
now,
is very,
you
very
can add a
full.
little bit of water and then dab it down.
Okay.
And then it just goes like that. So
Okay.
don't worry, it's not. You can overfill it. Some people like to close it more or keep it more open and then do decorations on top, right?
Nice.
And then you put it
Like
on your
these.
baking sheet. They don't grow, so you can put them pretty tight on a baking sheet.
Okay.
And this one is the same dough. It's with the poppy seed. I put some poppy seed inside the dough.
Oh.
And then the one that has the prune and the apricot filling and orange is made with an orange dough, so that you just add zest and orange extract and orange juice
To give it
inside
that
the dough.
bright, lovely orange flavor.
Exactly. And then we have the same thing with a chocolate dough. You do a chocolate dough, you just roll it out, you do all these circles, and then we close them up just like we did before. And I just got myself all messy, it's all good. And then you just close them up, and then you bake them for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And when they're a little bit browned, not too brown, you take them out, and then we can drizzle them with chocolate. So over here, as you can see, I took a little bit of chocolate and then drizzled them on top.
These are beautiful. Now, Miriam, what is inside the poppy seed
It's
one? Is it
poppy
chocolate as
seed.
well?
Poppy
It's a
seed.
poppy seed
Poppy
filling.
seed, yes.
Okay.
So I have one page on my recipes that tells you 3 different kinds of fillings. Cake pop, this chocolate over here is from Cake Pop. So basically it's cake mixed with icing, mixed with a little extra like cream cheese. I don't do dairy, so of course I use like tofutti or something else.
Okay.
But today, that's the beauty of having things made at home. You can put whatever ingredients you want
Right.
inside, and if you have any allergies or anything that your family can't eat, you can do away with. So nothing here has any dairy, and nothing has any gluten, and for us, that's what counts.
Okay, that's amazing. So, but these aren't vegan. Are there eggs in the dough?
So there is the recipe with an egg, and
Okay.
the egg substitute is the same amount of 50 grams, like an egg is 50 grams, so your 50 grams of tofutti, your cream cheese, or
Okay.
your dairy-free cream cheese.
Wow.
And that's it, and then it would be vegan, and everything is the same.
These are very, very beautiful, and they look super delicious. Now, and anybody can do this at home.
Absolutely, and it's a lot of fun to do with a project when you're at home with the kids. These hamantaschens, normally we put them in the basket and we give them out, and then we eat them at home. This actually became, in about 1840, there was, is when we discovered a little bit of baking powder. And originally they were made out of puff pastry, which is why we're gonna come back and try that. And then they decided to just make them into a cookie instead of a puff pastry.
Well, these are super delicious. I can't wait to try one because, I want to try one. We're going to go to break, and then when we come back, you're going to show us the puff pastry savory.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Okay, great.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Join us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers, right here on Rogers TV.
This guy's just absolutely dynamic when it comes to putting the puck in.
This guy, something else.
Here comes the 67s.
Wow. And now the Rangers are away.
His acceleration's off the charts.
That's a player that all eyes in the NHL are going to be on tonight.
You are not going to sit there and tell me that this guy is not going to be a future NHLer. This kid is something special.
The OHL playoffs are coming soon to Rogers TV.
Hi, I'm Paula Roy, and it's my pleasure to welcome you back into my kitchen for another season of Paula Roy's Favorite Foods. My approach to food is pretty straightforward. Fancy is fine, but when you're in a time crunch or have a really hungry and patient family to feed, I say simple recipes made with wholesome ingredients that you probably have on hand are the best. And that's exactly what you'll find on Paula Roy's Favorite Foods on Rogers TV.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
Hey everybody, we're back with Miriam Pearl from Delicious Without Gluten. She's showing us hamantations for Purim. I got it right.
I like that you could say that. Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. I'm learning something new. This is really, really great. These look delicious. You said I could try one after the break.
Go right ahead.
Okay, which one should I try? I love chocolate.
So you want to try triple chocolate? That's actually vegan.
Yes. Oh, vegan.
Yes.
Okay, so
you can try it, and you can sprinkle your own sugar on top.
Triple chocolate hamantation.
Doesn't everything look better when it's sprinkled?
I mean, I'm not supposed to be eating sugar, but check this out. It's so pretty.
It's not that sweet, the chocolate one, so you'll be really good.
Okay, I'm taking a bite. I'm taking a bite.
Go for it. Yes, it's very good.
It's almost like a brownie.
Yeah, it's really good. It has chocolate dough with chocolate filling and chocolate drizzle. So it's a triple chocolate.
This is really good. And I can make this myself at home.
Yes,
that will be dangerous.
All the recipes are online. I am taking out my puff pastry.
Okay, now this is a completely different kind of dough.
Yes. So traditionally, like I said, before this baking powder came into existence, they were making them with puff pastry. So it's not very well done or known to do hamantaschen like this, but we think out of the box because it's a lot more fun and we don't eat as many sweets as we used to.
Right.
So we're trying to find new and improved ways on how to do things, right? So I'm always trying to think about ways in which it could be not so traditional.
Okay.
So this is very similar to, for example, like if you're Greek, you have spanakopita.
Yes.
If you go to a Jewish deli, you'll get like knishes and bareikas. Bareikas are exactly like with puff pastry, but they have like sesame seeds on top. They're very popular in our tradition. And I'm pretty sure every culture has one of these kind of puff pastry things. So inside here, it's green, you can see. I put spinach and feta cheese.
Okay. Kind of like a spanakopita.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what. And now, usually I do mushroom as well.
Oh, yummy.
But I did not prepare mushroom. Okay. What I did instead is I had some onions. So I sauteed onions and potato.
Beautiful.
Which really I love a lot. And then everyone likes pizza.
Yes.
So I figured we'll have some tomato sauce with some cheese. And normally when I do this, again, we do a dairy-free, but there's so many things on the market now that you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
So
now this is regular puff pastry, so very, very buttery. No?
New.
What is it?
So this is actually called rough puff.
Rough puff.
We make puff pastry, but it's very hard to make because you have to do lots of work to get that. And so I've been teaching a class. I have a class actually on Sunday that I'll be teaching how to make rough puff.
Oh.
So basically you cut your butter, which we don't use butter, we use margarine.
Okay.
And we fold it into the flour, which
now,
is like this.
Can I ask why you use margarine instead of butter?
So
Just to keep
it's just to be dairy free.
Okay.
Like some people can't tolerate it, can't tolerate dairy.
Right.
So and my factory is dairy free.
Okay. Oh.
So yeah, we're like free of most allergens, and we have days where we do eggs and no eggs. That's the only allergies we have.
Okay.
So I like to keep everything so that everybody can do it, and you can completely switch out recipes to dairy. Like if you can do dairy, go for it. So this is actually a recipe that's on my website. There's a YouTube channel that has also instructions step by step.
Okay.
Plus I'm giving courses so people can sign up. It's no problem.
And we can do that all on your website.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Okay. And what I'm doing is I'm just rolling out my puff pastry. It's my gluten-free puff pastry. And as you can see, you see a little bit marbled. Do you see like the difference between the white and the... Yeah. So that's what will make it really like puff up like that.
Now your dough looks so beautiful and soft.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
I made it this morning.
Oh my goodness, it's so fresh.
Very, very early.
Thank you.
So we're gonna do the same, except I don't really like my dough to be too thin here because it'll fall apart, and this is food, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna do the same circle.
Okay.
Actually, I would like a bigger circle.
How about that white one? Is that bigger? Or is it the same?
No, it's the same. You know what? I'll show for the purposes of this. I actually have a container over there, but it's too far away for me to go and get.
Okay.
So we're going to pretend this is just a big one. I can't even do that. Hold on. Maybe I'll cut a nice one. There we go.
Oh, freehand circle.
Freehand circle.
Because you're an artist.
Because we can do that on TV.
Not because you're an artist, but you're an artist too.
Okay, I've got my circle. Okay, so this time I'm using egg wash.
Okay.
Now, if you don't like to use egg wash, there's like so many different ways you can do that vegan. So you can use like a chia or flax gel.
Okay.
So the idea is just so that it closes well, just like the other
Sticks,
one.
yes.
And then we're gonna pick. So why don't you decide which fillings we're gonna put in?
How about cheese and tomato?
Sure. Okay, so we're gonna start off with some sauce.
Okay.
Put that in the center. And I'm gonna use my fingers and we're gonna put some cheese on top. Now, less is more. If you fill it up too much, that's why I make it so big.
Okay.
Because it would be so tiny with like this.
You want
know,
a good bite.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you want that's how it turns out around the size.
Excellent. I'm not
so
going to
again,
show the camera again, so
well,
they'll
you
stay
can
on
pick
the
one up
plate.
with your hands and then eat it. It's okay.
This is what we're making. So pretty. It's tomato and cheese.
So you can fill this with anything you want, and you can top it back off again with a little bit of red, so that it'll turn a little bit like that. So it's kind of cute. With a little bit like this. And then, of course, we're going to take, always when you're doing puff pastry, you're going to take a little bit of egg wash, and you're going to egg wash it up.
Beautiful.
And then it goes into an oven, 400 degrees. People, why so hot? But yeah, it goes into puff pastry goes into the oven at 400 degrees. I'm just gonna put that over here. And for about 20 minutes to half an hour, you have to like keep it careful because everybody's oven is a little bit different.
Okay, so we have about 30 seconds here to wrap this up. These are all so beautiful. I don't even know which one I would want to try first. I urge everybody to go to the website and sign up for your classes and download some of those recipes. And it's March break, you know, this is a great thing to do with the family.
It's a lot of fun, and it's great to give out gifts, and this is part of our tradition, and I love sharing it.
Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Think it's okay to drive high? Think again. Drug-impaired driving is as illegal as drunk driving, and in Ontario, the penalties are the same. If police suspect you're driving under the influence of drugs of any kind, or a combination of drugs and alcohol, and you fail a roadside test, your license will be suspended immediately for up to 30 days. You'll pay a penalty of $198. And you can be charged with a criminal offense of impaired driving, the same as alcohol. Driving high is never okay.
Long way from Nashville, and mama, I tell you that. Performed from Montreal to Boston to Los Angeles. But Toronto, that's my chosen home. Sure, when I'm walking down Yonge Street, I see some funny people who have the nerve to point the finger at me. And grin and smile and whisper. My song was #2 on local radio. Sold 10,000 in Toronto alone. Turned down Ed Sullivan because they asked me to remove my makeup. Wouldn't do American Bandstand because of their segregation policies. I was just being me. Never tried to explain myself to anyone. And besides, none of that don't worry, Jackie, because I know I look good. Got a new way of loving, baby. God, I want to teach it to you.
Jackie Shane was a pioneer transgender soul singer, a central figure in the Toronto R&B scene. She helped shape what we know as the Toronto sound.
Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
We are back. Thank you so much. My name is Car. I'm here for Derek today on Daytime, and I'm here with Justina Borowska. Hello. From Whittle Touch of Europe. You are the owner, and you are going to show us some delicious dishes.
Yes. Hello. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you for coming.
And yeah, definitely today we're going to show and focus about latkes, potato pancakes, and all the different way how we can eat them.
Okay.
So yeah, today we're going to get some cooking done and yeah, all amazing homemade food.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your restaurant and your cafe.
Yes, so we have two locations. One location is at the Westboro, so literally 5 minutes from here. It's 300 Richmond. It's a little bistro and you can have a delicious homemade food, pancakes, all the latkes, cabbage roll, schnitzel, pierogis, all made in-house. And the other location is at the Byward Market Square. It's a 5 Byward Market Square. We open 7 days a week, both very beautiful, unique, traditional European locations. So yeah, when you're around, please come and visit us because they're authentic European, Eastern European food.
That is amazing, and you have dishes from all over Europe.
Yes,
Russia,
we have exactly. We have a Polish, a German, Hungarian, Ukrainian, French one, Dutch. So you can find all different countries in one place. So if you would like to get a bit of touch of European goodies, you can find it. A lot of sweets, like, wow, selection of sweets over there, you have to check it out.
Amazing. So while you start to prepare.
So today, yes, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do pancakes, potato pancakes. They made out of potatoes, very easy actually to make. You literally need to make a potatoes.
So we start by peeling and grating up the potatoes.
Exactly. You add some onions, you add some flour, and you add egg.
Excellent.
Salt, pepper. You mix them all together, make a beautiful thick paste, or how you call it, like a mixture of making it. You take some olive oil, you put it in a pan and you fry them. And you have all different ways to serve them. Most popular one is with sour cream. Some people, they like that with the applesauce. Mm-hmm. I like them with the sugar. I know it's very, very different, but tastes amazing. Or you can make them as a side dish with, for example, here, beef stroganoff and some coleslaw. All our meals, they make in-house. All our dressings, they made from scratch. So it's a lot of love there, it's a lot of taste, and all delicious.
So these are amazing. A little bit of savory, a little bit of salty sweet.
Exactly.
Very versatile dish.
Exactly. And let's see if the oil is now. So basically you take a bit of, you mix it for sure, and with all the spices, with the eggs, you just put them in a pan. You can decide what kind of size and what kind of thickness is completely up to you. Okay. And you just wait till they're gonna go nice and crispy, and you just take them on a plate and you just do your bits and bobs. Like
Okay,
you put some, yeah.
This is beautiful. I want to shout out your cover.
Yeah.
On the cover of Edible Ottawa.
Exactly.
Check this out.
Yes,
You've
yes.
had some fame here.
I know, cover girl.
It's beautiful.
I'm very, very lucky to be on the cover of Edible Ottawa. We talk about it, our homemade soups, our traditional stews from Poland, or Hungarian goulash, or bigos. So all you can get it with both our location at the market and at the Westboro, and yeah, all of them they make from scratch, and they just unbelievable delicious.
Tell me a little bit about the difference between the two locations.
So both of the locations are quite different. The one at the Westboro, you have a tables around, beautiful little bistro. You can have a sit-down meal over there with the coffee and the cheesecakes, and you have a selections of the most popular products on the shelves. And as well in the summer, you're gonna have some gelatos there. Market location is bit bigger, I would say 3-4 times bigger than the Westboro, and you have all kind of displays and selection. Each shelves different food and all. Yes, very unique. We have Haribo walls and so on.
Okay, and in your Westboro location, you told me I can have a glass of wine with lunch.
Of course, yes. Have a glass of wine, beer, so whatever you like it. We do have a license. So yes, if you are there, why not to have a nice cheeky glass of wine? Exactly.
It's a nice place to have lunch on a Friday or any day.
Yes,
Take
this
it
is the
easy.
way. Exactly.
That's awesome. So how do you decide which products to feature in your store? Because they're from all over Europe, right?
This is the hardest part for me because I love them all and I have honestly a lot of love for them. So it's all about very popular products, very colorful, very eye-catchy, and the tasty one, right? Each country got their favorite one. So, for example, Poland got like plums. Oh, let me just take care of
look at
our
the beautiful brown on that.
latkes. Yes. With this one, you need to make sure they're nice and crispy. So you just leave them and they're gonna get yes, and you can smell it. Like you're getting hungry. Yes. A lot of people, when they're walking actually to the shop, they say like, it smells like home. It smells like my grandma kitchen. This is what we want. You walk in and you want to get this food in. So this is what we are very proud of, that we do it all from scratch and we're making all very, very tasty.
Well, this is all very beautiful. Very quickly, before we have to go to break, which one is your favorite recipe that you feature at the restaurant?
My favorite probably is pierogis. Pierogis, they're like a Polish traditional meal. You can find it everywhere actually in the Ukrainian kitchen. Exactly. And we have them with the potato and cheese potato.
Thank you
so
so much. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We're going to stop by for some pierogies.
Yes, please do. We are there.
And you're about to play for some.
Like most of Canada's film and media industries, Todd Studio is mostly straight and white. But by pledging to check their privilege, Todd Studio can now help fund programs to finally create a more diverse talent pool. And Todd, you can stop hiding behind this plan. What?
Actually, I'm in the vents.
Stop hiding from our industry's lack of diversity and pledge to help POV fix it. Go to checkyourprivilege.ca.
Learn all about the creation of the National Capital Region on The History of Ottawa, according to Phil Jenkins, on Rogers TV.
Hi, I'm Sam LaPratte. I hope you join us for an hour to give right here on Rogers TV. We're going to talk about everything that is going to inspire you about this beautiful city.
OHL on Rogers TV.
It's great to sing it. We're back here on Daytime, and we want to tell you about a wonderful art house music series. But first, here's a look at the fabulous talent that you will see at the next event.
Mama's been wondering to place should go way back time when we were mine. We were 20 years old. We were 20 years old. My thoughts have been traveling with baggage all in tow. Way back time when you were mine. I'll bet you didn't know. Bet you didn't know. The days I spent mending and night I was breaking in, just trying to find that peace of mind that you have kept me in, boy, you have kept me in. The days I spent attending to other people's clothes, I should have strived to be your wife, not a thieving crow, not a thieving crow. How sneaky I could be, broken your heart with a stolen key. While you were sleeping in the shade, I stole them from your pocket chain and hid them in an ivory needle case. The case was why my hands were clean. No one could place me at the scene. My new sewn dress was my alibi. McGill was grinning on my face, 'cause lying had an awful taste, and this old cell is where I'm gonna die.
Amazing, amazing talent. I'm here with Mel and Dawn Bray, hosts of the Art House Music Series at the Carleton Place Gallery. Hi, thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here.
So tell me a little bit about the series, the music series.
Well, we've been wanting to do house concerts, but our place is way too small. And but we found there's a new art gallery in town called the Carleton Place Gallery, and we talked to the ladies there, and they were happy to host. So it's like a house concert that seats about 50 people.
Okay, and that is going to be on Thursdays each month?
Each month,
and this concert here with Roz and Rob is going to be on the 28th, and tickets, you can get tickets through Tickets Please.
Tickets Please.
And you can see it advertised on The Hum.
Okay, that's awesome. And what was your motivation for this project? I know community is really important to both of you. How did you want to support your community with this event?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
We today actually is the 5th anniversary of us moving to Carleton Place. We have a full-on music community in Ottawa with the Spirit of Rasputin's, and when we're in Carleton Place, all we were seeing was bar bands and things like that. Nothing wrong with that, but to have a concert series every month, that's when we stepped foot in that gallery, we knew there was a really good community vibe. It's a not-for-profit gallery run by 3 women owners who are artists themselves. So we thought that would be a really cool mixture, and we're also bringing in local food vendors up and down Bridge Street and mom and pop businesses. So with Roz and Rob, there will be The Good Food Company.
Amazing. That's amazing. So local musicians, local artists, local eateries, and you also want to bring this and share it with the broader community. How are you guys doing that?
Well, lots of postering and advertising and talking to people and getting it going in that way, I guess. Mm-hmm. And Facebook, and they have a website with all the cpgallery.ca that's going to have all the information and all the dates and the other artists that are going to be playing in future months.
And you can check out The Hum or go online. It's a newspaper, but it's a few places in Ottawa have it. It's all big on the Valley and music and arts in the Valley, and you can go online and register to be on Hum Mail, which will come to you in email.
Awesome.
So in that, you'll see tickets, please, and little articles on upcoming artists and upcoming musicians.
Okay, great. And what kind of genres of music can we expect to see? Because we just saw some folk music.
Yeah, I think roughly roots music is probably a good way to put it, although there will be some surprises. We've got a couple of harpists coming up in a few months. And
a jazz duo, so we're going to try out different things. You never know what you're going to get. You're just going to have to trust us. It's going to be of a higher caliber of musicianship. So
yeah, a lot of it will be rootsy singer-songwriters because rootsy singer-songwriters are always looking for a listening room, which is our intent, is to have a listening room. There's lots of bars where you can go and have a good time, but mostly singer-songwriters die for listening rooms.
Okay, and can local artists get involved? Is there a way for them to get involved, or is it predetermined?
You mean local artists or musicians?
Musicians or artists?
Well, you have to apply to the gallery and be screened, and they can help you get your artwork onto the walls there and selling. Oh my gosh, it is an unbelievable turnaround of art. Wonderful artists there at the gallery, and the three owners are gallerists. They are artists themselves, so
okay,
it's wonderful.
And the musicians?
The musicians are chosen by us, handpicked. We've been going through all across the valley into this neighboring towns, and we're pulling from Ottawa as well. So trying to keep everything local within an hour and a half of the radius of Carleton Place.
Okay. And you guys are doing such a great job of supporting Lanark County and Project Trauma Support in Perth.
Yes. So we wanted the whole event to be inclusive, which means, so I've spent some time at Interval House myself, and so I wanted to make it safe enough so that we'd give 2 free tickets to people at the Interval House, and then we're bringing in a man from the men's shed every week.
Amazing. That is so great. A really great way for you guys to give back and support your community. Check.
This is a man's heart, a heart in desperate need of medical attention. But because 78% of Indigenous people experience racism in healthcare, he may not get the help he needs. Become an ally. Rise above racism in healthcare.
I was born and raised in Musqueam First Nation territory by my mother, who spoke Hunkaminam to me. As a child, I ceased using my mother tongue, as to use any language other than English was considered not being Canadian, so I was told. The old people came to me in a dream and reminded me of who I am and where I come from. I have reawakened. My roots are strong, and I'm no longer a silent speaker. My language tells me where I'm from. It defines me and guides me to teach others to learn and understand our culture and traditions. A gift for those in the present and the unborn generations. What was lost is found. What was asleep has awakened. My blood is here, and I am complete. I have returned home.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV.
Hi, Hi, Ottawa. We're back here daytime with Dr. Rebecca Robillard, co-chair of the Canadian Sleep Research Consortium and director, this is a mouthful, of the Sleep Research Lab at the Institute of Mental Health Research at the Royal Ottawa Mental Health Centre. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So today is World Sleep Day.
Yeah, so is that not a surprise, right? Like all across the world, people are today celebrating that kind of third part of our lives that we often take for granted, but that is so important for so many aspects of health and functioning.
Right. I mean, it's so important to get a good night's sleep. And a lot of people, I was just telling you that I have trouble sleeping. It is hard to get a full 8-hour good night of sleep.
Yeah, and we need to keep realistic expectations. We need to kind of, listen to our body and get the sleep that we need. But it's true that in today's busy society, we see a lot of sleep deprivation. So I guess this is a reason for us to come up and discuss the importance of sleep for so many different aspects of health.
So tell us a little bit about the initiative that you have going and the opportunity for individuals and families to learn about sleep.
So the Canadian Research Consortium Sleep Research Consortium is currently launching an interactive national campaign about sleep, where people can sign up and take us with them in their challenge to try one different sleep tip every day from starting today and for a full week. So it's kind of an occasion to start being a bit more aware about our sleep, try different evidence-based, scientific-based kind of tips. And it goes from things that we can do in the daytime to kind of get, prepared, our body and our brain and our mind prepared for sleep, as to bedtime and, what happens when we're kind of tossing and turning during the night and having issues falling back in sleep.
I know that I could use those tips, so I think I will be checking that out for sure. And you have a pretty big name backing you, Olympian Clara Hughes.
Yeah, so a self-proclaimed champion, not just of Olympics, but also for sleep. So I think she's a, magnificent example of the power of sleep because, we're talking about sleep in terms of a whole range of health issues like cardiovascular, diabetes, premature aging. But it's also, nice to see people leveraging sleep just to kind of push up, their good health as well. And I think Clara is a good example of that.
I think she is too, and I think we have a video that we are going to share.
Hey there, I'm Clara Hughes. I'm an Olympic speed skater and cyclist, and I'm also a self-proclaimed world champion sleeper. That's right. As an athlete, I considered sleep to be one of my main superpowers that gave me the edge over the competition. Sleep is something I did so well that allowed me to maintain that level of training, racing, competing, and traveling. All of the stresses that being an athlete at the highest level entailed, I maintained by good, solid, quality sleep. I had a sleep strategy. I had a sleep protocol. I worked with a sleep doctor. This is how important sleep was and is to me because it's not just about sport, it's about life as well. Sleep is something I do right here. And I want to talk to you about sleep because sleep is something I don't think we focus on enough. Sleep is something that's important for every single one of us in our lives. And fortunately, on March 15th, World Sleep Day kicks off Sleep Week here in Canada. You can sign up, you can get some tips, you can get some tricks to incorporate and commit to for 1 week of your life and see what a difference it makes for you. Sweet dreams.
Amazing. So we just heard about it. We're kicking off Sleep Week, or a week for better sleep. Tell me a little bit about that.
So basically people can come up on our website, so that's researchsleep.ca, and then they can sign up, and we encourage people to sign up as groups, sign up the whole family so that they can receive one sleep tip each day. And we've made those tips customized to people's age group because we know that sleep changes quite dramatically across ages. So we're not saying the same thing that we would to a mom with a toddler than a senior person or someone going through menopause. So these tips tips are kind of tailored to each individual. And the idea is as well that as we're going through this and people are already signing up, we'll be kind of drawing a live Canadian map of how people are sleeping across the country and hopefully seeing some improvements, because we know that if we look at statistics, there's still a lot of people having issues with sleep. We're talking about 1 out of 2 Canadians who is not getting enough sleep currently.
So that's, wow, 1 out of 2 Canadians. So half of us are not getting enough sleep or sleeping properly. And sleep is so important because, of course, that's when you're renewing yourself, your body's doing its job. Tell me, like, the number one reason why sleep is so important.
Well, just to, it's difficult to pick the number one because there's so many different reasons, but just to give a very concrete example, we fairly recently found out that there's actually that kind of cleaning process that happens during sleep. So while we're sleeping, especially when we're in deep sleep, the brain cells inside our head are kind of changing in their space, and so that creates a flushing movement that actually flushes the neurotoxins that we accumulated across the day. So we're actively cleaning our brain as we're sleeping. So we really need to move away from that kind of conception of sleep being an unproductive state. I have colleagues who go and do napping very carefully to kind of enhance and boost their memory, for example. So sleep is really a superpower that we should leverage to function at our best.
I mean, that is amazing. If I had one superpower, I think I'd want it to be the ability to get a good sleep.
And I guess I would like to mention as well, so I guess we're raising awareness across the general population about the importance of sleep, but I also want to highlight that sleep tips might not be enough for everyone. So if we find that, sleep is still becoming an issue, that we still have significant impact in our daytime functioning because of sleep issues, it's a good idea to go consulting. And the number one cause for sleep disorders currently is still insomnia. And what people don't know enough about is that the first-line treatment for insomnia is cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia rather than medications before. And we also offer that in our website.
Thank you so much. Check out the website, A Week for Better Sleep.
This guy's just absolutely dynamic when it comes to putting the puck in.
This guy, something else. Here comes the 67th. Wow. And now the Rangers are away.
His acceleration's off the charts.
That's a player that all eyes in the NHL are going to be on tonight.
You are not going to sit there and tell me that this guy is not going to be a future NHLer. This kid is something special.
The OHL playoffs are coming soon to Rogers TV.
Join us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers, right here on Rogers TV.
Like most of Canada's film and media industries, Todd's studio is mostly straight and white. But by pledging to check their privilege, Todd's studio can now help fund programs to finally create a more diverse talent pool. And Todd, you can stop hiding behind this plan. What?
Actually, I'm in the vents.
Stop hiding from our industry's lack of diversity and pledge to help POV fix it. Go to checkyourprivilege.ca.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
And we are back at daytime to talk about furniture with Ken McKay, owner of Updated Furniture and Henderson Furniture. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Very excited to talk to you today about the furniture industry. So tell me a little bit about the furniture industry.
Well, let me tell you about what our side of the furniture industry, what we're trying to do is we've been basically putting together partner companies of upholsterers, refinishers, and new furniture builders to try to create this real sustainable, idea of what a furniture company should be. So, we've been working hard on putting together a team to make that work.
And it's so important that we're able to get longevity out of our furniture, right? Because you see couches on the corner at the end of people's driveways when really you could be giving them a new life.
It's funny, you say a sofa on the side, just to kind of quickly, we talk about, capturing carbon and recycling and trying to reduce landfill, and one sofa on the side of the road could be worth up to 1 ton of carbon or a carbon credit in the future here. The furniture that we're throwing away is valuable, and it can't be replaced by anything that we're making these days with pressboard products and this disposable furniture culture that we found ourselves going through the last 20, 30 years.
Right.
And it's time we're starting to see a turn back into the more quality pieces that are handmade, and also made in North America.
Made in North America, made with actual hardwood.
Made with hardwood products. There's no press boards that go into products, such as one of our partnered companies is the new oak tree. Super handcrafted quality pieces of every type of design you could ever imagine.
Speaking of which,
yep.
This beautiful
table,
right
this was
here.
donated to Daytime by the oak tree. It's just one of many designs. I had a difficult time picking a design for the set here, but
it's very, very beautiful. It is made with hardwood, and you said it is handcrafted.
This is handcrafted. This is a big part of this. We have to start buying furniture that's made as close to our city centers as possible, and making sure that we're. If we get handcrafted furniture, that means not as many power tools were used. We're not using that energy, to put it out. And also, when you get a piece of hardwood furniture, it's never breaking down on you. You have this for lifetimes. It's generational furniture. And, it's worth refurbishing, refinishing, time and time again. This table right here could probably be refinished 300 years from now and still be in great shape.
That is incredible. It's a lot better than, like you said, the pressed wood furniture that you would get that is disposable and lasts you a year or two. Yeah. So tell me about the project that you have going.
Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a recycling facility in Ottawa that's going to reduce landfill by up to 20%. We know that landfill has a good, probably up to 30% or more of furniture in it. Most of that stuff can be taken out or diverted from ever reaching the landfill. And we have a new patented facility that we can build in every municipality across Canada to start that takes out all of that wood, chips it back up, and represses it into new construction boards so it could be used again and again.
That is amazing. And do we have a facility like that here in Ottawa?
We do not. It doesn't exist. We found it kind of weird when we were doing the patent process that nobody had even thought about it. As we came up with just the idea, thinking, how simple would this be? We already do this, but we've scaled down. with our number of shops across the city of Ottawa that we operate, we just scale it up, and it's the exact same thing that we're doing right now, but can be done on a much larger scale.
Well, I hope that is something that we will look at in the city, and that is kind of the point of your project, right?
That is one of them. Really, we want to get people refurbishing their furniture. So refinish your tables, reupholster your soft seating. It's less expensive, and you get to choose your fabrics.
Right.
You're not stuck when you go to a store. They have like a good selection, but when you come to one of our shops, like Henderson Furniture, another partner, Kessel's Upholstery as well, these places have tens of thousands of fabric samples to look at. You get exactly what you want.
That's amazing. So instead of throwing my couch to the end of the driveway, and could I turn, say, this chair into a leather chair?
Absolutely. That's the benefit of taking an older chair, especially older chairs that have hardwood frames. They're never going to fall apart on you. You know, we refurbish it right from the frame all the way back up, respring it, make it brand new again for, you know, say about half the price of buying something brand new.
Right. And keeping it out of the landfill.
That is a key that I think just, you know, as we, you know, advance as a society, we need to do these things. We need to think about these things. And every individual in the city needs to, you know, be responsible for their garbage.
Well, thank you so much, Ken. It is, I think, top of mind for everybody to reduce their carbon footprint and reduce, reuse, recycle, and especially when it comes to furniture.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really great. So we can find you at Henderson Furniture and Updated Furniture.
Yep, you can search all those. You can search Kessel's as well. We have the new oak tree.
Excellent. And we can enjoy this beautiful hardwood table for the next 300 years.
Easy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We might see it refinished, but it is part of the set. We appreciate this gift so much.
You are very welcome.
Awesome.
Very welcome.
We will look for you online. Check them out at hendersonfurniturerepair.ca. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Learn all about the creation of the National Capital Region on The History of Ottawa, according to Phil Jenkins, on Rogers TV.
I'm Sam LaPratte. I hope you join us for an hour to give right here on Rogers TV. We're going to talk about everything that is going to inspire you about this beautiful city.
Hey Ottawa, we're back. That was a great show. So many things going on. Thank you to Miriam Pearl from Delicious Without Gluten. You can check her out at www.deliciouswithout.com for some of her beautiful recipes if you want to try the Hementashen on your own. And Justika Borowska from Whittle Touch of Europe. 2 locations, one in Westboro, one in the Byward Market. Mel and Don Bray, hosts of the music series at the Carleton Place Gallery. Check them out Thursdays. They're Thursday, March 28th, April 25th, and May 22nd. And of course, your furniture, this beautiful table that we were gifted, and your sleep. Don't forget about your sleep. Check out researchsleep.ca. It is National Sleep Day. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Ottawa, it's the national capital of Canada. But how much do you know about the city's history? This is Phil Jenkins. Join me as I take you on a journey through Bytown's beginnings, Ottawa's crowning as capital, amalgamation, and its becoming a city of 1 million citizens. Watch The History of Ottawa, according to Phil Jenkins, exclusively on Rogers TV.
Hey everybody, my name is Karen. I'm here with my best friends Shane and Monique. Join us on Rogers TV for Fitness Faction.